if I was given this choice to face danger, certain death, to save strangers, people I don't know, would I take it? Would you take it? Or would we let that fall on the shoulders of others? Yesterday I finished reading a book. I'm not going to tell you which book it was, but because I don't want to spoil it. But in this book, there was a character and they were given a choice in which they had to go on a quest and complete a mission which involved incredible dangers, and they did not know if they would survive. And faced with this choice, he was struggling to choose to go on it because throughout this he was built up to be a coward and did not want to face death because he was scared of dying, and he was coming up with all these excuses why he would not go on this quest. Yet he was the most qualified person around to be able to handle it. And it was making me think, would I be able to make that choice? Now, I would never be the most qualified person around. I don't think I am nothing special here. But would I be able to choose to be brave, or would I run and hide like a coward? I don't know. But it made me think of another movie, one of my favourite movies, maybe my favourite movie, which is Lord of the Rings, and you've got Frodo, and he chooses to go on a quest, a dangerous quest, choosing basically to die on this. He knows he's going to his doom, I think. Definitely along the way he figures out he is not coming back from this. And he is the least qualified candidate of all of them to go. He has no special skills. He is the least capable, but yet in doing so becomes the bravest of them all. Or maybe Sam is the bravest of them all. But the point being is Gandalf was the most qualified, or Glorfindel, but from the books, not in the movie, he's not. But there was reasons why they wouldn't take it, why Gandalf wouldn't take the ring. And the hobbits were resistant to its power. But even then, at the end, Frodo failed to put it into Mount Doom. He was the only person that could get it to Mount Doom, but he could have never thrown it in himself. I'm going on a tangent here, but the point is he took this journey. He chose to go on this journey of certain doom, to be brave, to save the world, and to save all these strangers that he did not know. And his own people as well, the hobbits and the Shire that he loved. But he was the least qualified. And yet he chose to be brave. I don't know if I would do that. I mean, I have a hero fantasy. I don't know if you have this. To be that hot, sexy fireman, going into the burning building, picking up that damsel, carrying her out, and her falling in love with you. Or maybe I have the fantasy of being the damsel in that situation, because who wouldn't want to be saved by a hot, sexy fireman full of muscles, you know? But either way, I definitely have that hero complex, but I have never been in a situation like that, and I don't think I ever would be in a situation like that where I have to face death or danger. And obviously there are people every day in the world, with all these wars going on at the moment, that are choosing to do these things and be brave. Would I be one of those people? I don't know. I don't know if I have it in me. Am I a coward? You know, like from my own life and my own experience, it's hard to say, because I choose a life of comfort. I barely move from this room, and yet, I don't know. I'm like, even within that, isn't it? How can I be brave in my own life? And I don't mean like honestly answering my girlfriend's questions when she's like, do I look fat in this dress? I'm trying to be brave, not stupid, you know? Like, what fears do I have in my own life? And that's maybe a can of worms I need to open and delve into and discover. Like that Will Smith quote from that interview where he was like, the greatest things in life are on the other side of your fears. What are my fears? I'm not sure I have the answers. I would need to contemplate on this a lot more. But it is an interesting thing to think about and to want to then try and face these and be brave, because knowing that I am not facing death with these fears. You know, unless you live in Australia where you've got snakes and spiders and crocodiles that are trying to eat you, the most dangerous thing here in Ireland is a cow. Like, and I'm not scared of cows, so I'm not facing death. Australia is trying to kill you, so all of those people very brave. If I was to ever go to Australia, you know. But people live in Australia, so I mean, they just get used to maybe the sight of death everywhere. But I know that's kind of a joke, but here I am trying to think, you know, in my everyday life. I definitely have things I avoid and I am scared of, conversations or things I need to do or become. Or maybe I'm just lazy as well. I think that has a bigger influence on my life than my fears, but yes. Anyway, I'm starting to lose my thoughts. They're becoming less coherent, so I will end it here. It is still an interesting thing for me to contemplate, and maybe yourself to think about. Would you choose to be brave in a situation where you have to face a fear? And what fears are you facing in your own life that if you overcome them, you would be able to enhance your experience in life? That's all. Thanks for listening. Wish me luck.